You are in a new city, or a new neighborhood, or somewhere you have been before, but everything looks different today. You have a destination, you know the name of the place, but you have no signal on your phone. Or your Maps app has taken you completely the wrong way. Or you are simply somewhere that does not match the directions you were given. You look around, you see people walking past, and you need to ask one of them for help.
For many English learners, this is one of the most anxiety-inducing real-world situations in the language. Not because the words are complicated, but because it is immediate. You are lost right now. You need help right now. And you need to speak clearly and understand the answer right now.
There is no time to look up a phrase, no time to prepare. You just need the words to be already there, ready to come out naturally.
Today, we're going to make sure they are. Every phrase for asking, every direction word for understanding, and every strategy for when things get confusing.
Welcome back to day 9 of our 10-day English speaking challenge. I am Sarah.
And I am Mark. Tomorrow's the finale, the full conversation challenge. But first, let us make sure you can find your way there. Let us begin.
Mark, why do you think so many English learners dread this particular situation?
I think it is because it is one of the few English situations where you absolutely cannot pause or delay. When you're lost, you need to act, and acting means speaking to a stranger in real time with no script.
And there's a second layer of difficulty that people do not always talk about. Asking for directions is only half of it. The harder part is understanding the directions you are given back.
Because directions in English involve a specific kind of language, spatial vocabulary, landmarks, prepositions of place, that doesn't always come up in classroom English.
Which is why today we are going to cover both sides, how to ask clearly and how to understand the answer, including what to say when you do not understand the answer, because that happens to everyone in every language.
Knowing what to say when you are confused is just as important as knowing what to say when you are confident, and by the end of today, you will have both.
Let me tell you about the most lost I have ever been. It was my first month in a new city. I had an appointment, nothing very important, but important enough that I did not want to be late. I left with plenty of time. I followed the directions on my phone, and then my phone died. I was in an area I did not know at all. I looked around. There were streets in every direction. None of the building names matched anything I remembered from the map. I had the name of the street I was looking for written in my notebook, but I had no idea where to go. A woman walked past. I took a breath and said, "Excuse me, I am so sorry to bother you. I am looking for Maple Street. Could you help me?" She stopped immediately. She was warm and helpful. She gave me directions. Turn left here. Go straight for about 2 minutes. You will see a pharmacy on the corner. It is just past that on the right. Here is the honest truth. I caught about half of it. I understood the left, I understood the pharmacy, but I missed some of the middle. So I said, "Thank you so much. Could you just say that again a little more slowly? I want to make sure I have it right." She smiled and repeated it, more slowly, and this time I followed every word.
And you found Maple Street?
I found Maple Street. I was 5 minutes early, and I felt genuinely proud, not because the English was perfect, but because I asked, I listened, I admitted I needed it again, and I got there.
That is exactly the right lesson. Asking for help is not a failure. Asking for clarity is not embarrassing. Both of those things are simply confident communication. My story is about the other side of this, being the person who was asked for directions. I was walking through a busy area of the city when a tourist approached me. She was holding a paper map, which immediately told me she was very lost because nobody uses paper maps unless their phone has completely given up on them. She said, "Sorry to bother you. Do you know where the Central Library is?" I did know where it was, but I had to stop and think about how to explain it clearly because giving good directions in English requires very precise language. Left and right are easy, but pass the roundabout, take the second exit, carry on until you see the church, that is a different kind of English. I gave her the directions as clearly as I could. Then I asked, "Does that make sense? Would you like me to show you on the map?" She smiled with obvious relief. "Yes, please, that would be so helpful." We spent about 30 seconds looking at the map together. She understood, she thanked me warmly, and she walked away in exactly the right direction.
And the phrase that made the difference was, "Does that make sense?"
Exactly. When you're giving directions, checking that the other person has understood is just as important as the directions themselves. Today, we'll give you phrases for both sides of the conversation.
Let us start with how to stop someone and ask for help. The most important thing is to open politely. In English, you never walk up to someone and immediately ask a question. You soften the opening first. These openers work in any situation. "Excuse me, could you help me?" "Excuse me, sorry to bother you." "Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me with something." "Hi, I'm a little lost. Could you point me in the right direction?"
Then you add what you are looking for. "I'm looking for Maple Street. Could you tell me how to get to the train station? Do you know where the nearest pharmacy is? I'm trying to find the town hall. Am I heading the right way?"
That last phrase, "am I heading the right way?" is particularly useful because it allows a simple yes or no answer. Sometimes people are in a hurry. A quick yes, "keep going straight," or "no, you need to turn around," is enough to get you back on track.
And if someone cannot help you, which does happen, they will usually say, "I'm sorry, I'm not from around here." Or, "I'm afraid I don't know this area very well." That's a perfectly normal response. Simply say, "Not to worry, thank you anyway," and try someone else.
Now let's build the vocabulary you need to understand the directions you are given. Basic directions. Turn left, turn right, go straight on, go straight ahead, carry on, keep going, head towards, go back the way you came.
Distance and time. It's just around the corner. It's about a 5-minute walk. It's not far, maybe 2 minutes. It's quite a long way. You might want to take a bus. It's just down the road.
Landmarks and reference points. You'll see a traffic light. There's a pharmacy on the corner. It's opposite the post office. It's next to the supermarket. It's just past the church. Turn left at the roundabout. Go past the school and it's on your right. It's between the bank and the cafe.
Prepositions of place. On the left, on the right, on the corner, opposite, next to, just past, at the end of the road, at the traffic lights, in front of, behind.
These prepositions are the building blocks of every set of directions in English. If you know them well, you can understand almost any direction you are given, even if some of the other words are unfamiliar.
Now, one of the most important parts of today's lesson: what to say when you did not fully understand the directions. This happens to everyone, including native speakers. Directions can be fast. They can involve multiple steps. They can include street names you have never heard before. Not catching everything the first time is completely normal.
Here are the phrases you need. "Sorry, could you say that again, please? I did not quite catch that. Could you speak a little more slowly? Sorry, I did not understand the last part. Could you repeat from the traffic light?"
That last one is particularly useful. "Could you repeat from" is a phrase that allows you to pinpoint exactly where you got lost in the directions without asking for the whole thing again.
You can also confirm what you understood so far. "So I turn left here and then go straight for about 5 minutes, and it is on the right past the school."
Repeating back what you understood does two things. It confirms that you followed the first part correctly, and it signals to the person helping you exactly where to continue from. It is one of the most useful conversational strategies in any language.
Sometimes it is you who will be asked, and even if you are not perfectly certain, you can still help. If you know the way. Sure, so you want to go straight down this road, then turn left at the traffic lights. You will see a supermarket on your right. The station is just past that, on the left. You cannot miss it.
If you are not completely sure, I think it's that way, but I'm not 100% sure. You could ask someone closer to the corner. I believe it is down this road, but I would double check with someone else.
And always close with a check. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Would you like me to show you on the map?
You do not need to know every street to be helpful. An honest answer with a caveat, I think, I believe, but I'm not certain, is always better than silence. People appreciate the attempt.
Let's practice. You're in an unfamiliar part of town. You're looking for the central train station. You stop someone on the pavement. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm a little lost. Could you tell me how to get to the central train station?
The person nods. Of course. So you're going to go straight down this road. Keep going until you reach the big roundabout. You will see a clock tower on your left. Take the road to the right of the clock tower. Go past the supermarket, and the station entrance is just on your left. It's about a 10-minute walk.
You caught most of it, but missed one part. You say, "Thank you so much. Just to check, I go straight to the roundabout, then take the road to the right of the clock tower, and the station is on my left, past the supermarket."
Exactly right. You cannot miss it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem at all. Enjoy your journey.
You got the directions, you confirmed them, you said thank you warmly, and now you know exactly where you are going.
Now, a second situation. You were looking for a specific building, a medical center, in an area you do not know well. You approach someone near a bus stop. Hi, excuse me. I'm looking for the Riverside Medical Center. Do you know if I'm heading the right way?
The person thinks for a moment. Riverside Medical Center. I think you need to go back the way you came, actually. Go back to the main road, turn right, walk past the library. It's a big red brick building, you'll know it. And then take the next left. The medical center should be about halfway down that road on your right.
You're not sure about one part. You say, "Thank you. Sorry, just to clarify, when I reach the library, do I turn left immediately, or is it the next turning after the library?"
It's the next turning after the library, so walk past it, then turn.
Got it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Hope you find it okay.
One clarifying question, one precise answer, and now you're confident in exactly where you're going. That single follow-up question made all the difference.
I want to say something important before we close. Being lost is not a reflection of your English level. It's not a sign that you're not ready to be in an English-speaking environment. It's just something that happens to everyone, everywhere, in every language.
What matters is what you do when you are lost. And after today, you know exactly what to do. You stop someone politely. You ask clearly. You listen carefully. You confirm what you understood. You ask for clarification if you need it. And you thank them warmly when they help.
That's not just good English. That's good communication in any language, and you have it.
And one final thought. When you ask someone for directions, you are not just getting from one place to another. You are having a real English conversation with a real person who wants to help you. That's one of the most genuine human interactions there is.
Let it feel good, because it is.
4 questions, every single one out loud.
Question 1. You are lost and need to find the nearest pharmacy. Stop an imaginary person on the street and ask them. Use the polite opener from today.
Question 2. Someone gives you directions, but they spoke too fast. You caught the first part, turned left at the lights, but missed everything after. What do you say?
Question 3. A tourist asks you for directions to the nearest park. You are not completely sure of the way. Give the best directions you can and be honest about your uncertainty.
Question 4. Describe in English how to get from your front door to the nearest shop or coffee shop. Use at least 3 direction phrases from today's lesson.
Pause the video right now. Answer all 4 out loud. This is your final preparation for tomorrow, the full English conversation challenge. Make it count.
Today, you conquered one of the most immediate and high-pressure English situations there is. You heard Sarah's story about getting lost with the dead phone and finding her way with just the right words. and mine about giving directions and learning that checking understanding matters as much as the directions themselves. You built vocabulary for asking, for direction words, for landmarks, for understanding, and for when you do not understand. You practiced 2 full scenarios, and you answered 4 questions out loud.
9 days in, 1 day to go.
Tomorrow is day 10, the finale, the full English conversation challenge. You are going to bring together everything you have learned across this entire challenge, introducing yourself, talking about your life, making friends, small talk, ordering, navigating, and put it all to work in one complete, natural English conversation.
It is going to show you exactly how far you have come and how much you are truly capable of.
Make sure you come back for it. Do not miss the finale.
And before you go, tell us in the comments, describe how to get from your front door to the nearest coffee shop in English. Practice those direction phrases right here.
We will be reading every single one.
See you tomorrow for the finale. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and remember, you can do this.